speak of renunciation, samkhya, and practice of works, yoga, as different, not the wise. He who applies himself well to one gets the fruit of both. We spoke of the example last week that if you ask someone in London that you want to go to Birmingham, and a person familiar with that route will tell you can either go through the M1 or you can take the country roads. You can take either, but you just have to start driving. If you stay in one place and keep talking about what will happen if you went through M1 to Birmingham, who you met and what you may see on the left hand side and right hand side, you'll get nowhere. Both roads lead to the same destination, so you just have to start driving. You're going to reach there from both roads. You must understand two things here. First, in order to walk, you need a path. You cannot put your feet on both paths. Shri Krishna says in this verse that you should apply yourself to one, and not only that, but what? You should apply yourself well to one. If you choose one road and become hesitant, for example, starting to drive and then deciding to rest at the service station, then, for example, if you're going to a temple in Birmingham that's going to close at 6, you reach there late and it'll be finished and there'll be padlocks everywhere. The majority of people do not reach the destination because they've taken the path, but they haven't applied themselves well to that path. You must understand each word that Shri Krishna uses in this verse. Shri Krishna says that one should have a steady mind and one should apply themselves well to one. This is a person who keeps her eye on the goal. The paths are different, but they lead to the same goal. People that are wise, Pandit, know that both these paths lead to the same goal and therefore do not see them as different. They do not call the fruits of these paths as different. Okay, who remembers from last week what a Pandit is? What's the definition of a Pandit?
Someone who has gained wisdom of the soul.
Exactly, well said. This is what a Pandit is. Panda iti pandita. Panda vidite asmin sa panditaha. Someone who has gained wisdom of the soul is a Pandit. It's about wisdom of the soul. Someone whose intellect is directed towards Brahman is a Pandit. This is a person who studied the various scriptures and has attained freedom using the synthesis of these scriptures. If you gather together the milk of different cows, then each of these cows will have different fats and their taste may be different. But if you put all these milks together to create yogurt and churn this to make butter, then you cannot tell which cow created the butter. A Pandit is such a person who has reached the butter. We become so clever at misusing words, especially in India. Pandit is such a big word, yet they call people who make pan a Pandit. They ask them to light a stove. Does a Pandit light a stove? It's such a misuse of a word. Never call someone that makes pan a Pandit. This may give pride to the person that's making pan, but it's an insult to the Pandit. The funny thing is that the person who's making pan doesn't even know that he's getting pride from being called Pandit. What's the point of having pride when the person doesn't even know that he's getting pride? During Guruji's childhood, an elder told him that when you are trying to oblige another person and he doesn't feel the sense of obligation, then never oblige him. His years and years of experience have told him this. He has thought a lot about this. It's something that he's remembered throughout his life. Make sure you make the right use of words. The roads may be different, but the destination and the fruit is the same. Okay? Verse 5.